Everybody, and welcome to my 2 Cent Tuesday, where I pick a topic and I give you my 2 cents on it. This week's topic is about toxic people. You know the ones. Yeah, those. The ones that they created those workshops for, of how to deal with difficult people. Those people. And actually take it up a notch. That's toxic. Okay? Where I've had plenty of them in my life. I can describe them to a T. The experience I receive on the receiving end here is that, first of all, I can never do anything right. Everything's always my fault. Everything's my fault. Everything's gone wrong because of me. So I never have a good idea. It's their way or the highway. Like, there's no voice in that. There's no room for collaboration with a toxic person. Okay. So what happens when you have to work with a toxic person? And you know this ahead of time. This is where I've learned boundaries are really, really good. And sometimes you're not in a situation where you can actually create like really great boundaries, like don't cross that line. You can't do it that way necessarily, but there's ways to set it up ahead of time to where, okay, if this person is around, this is what I'm going to be. This is how I'm going to respond, not react. This is how I'm going to present myself in the room. This is how I'm going to handle myself at the table. Those kinds of things, if this person's around. And that's what I'm talking about, because I'm entering in the situation where I'm getting ready to provide value for a new organization. And walking into it, it's like we haven't even started it yet. And I'm already cut off at the knees by the toxic person. They don't even know me. They don't even know anything really about me. And here I got cut off at the knees. And so it wasn't a good feeling. But I do understand it set the precedence on how that person's going to treat me. Fine. Thanks for the heads up. Thank you. I appreciate the heads up on that one. Because now I will be able to figure out what kind of boundaries I'm going to need for this person. Because there's going to be some boundaries. Because no one really needs Christy to get confrontational. No, it's not pretty. It's not loud either. It's kind of scary. I scare myself sometimes. But that's that whole warrior part of Wonder Woman. You really don't want that to come out much. I fight for peace. I prefer peace over that. But if I have to step up and confront, I will, and they won't like it. And I don't want to do that to anybody. I don't want to do it to myself just as much as I don't want to do it to the other person. If I need to have a conversation, though, if they try to cut other people off at the knees without giving an opportunity for collaboration, I will step in. I just will. It's part of who I am, because I will step up for the whole organization. There needs to be value. It needs to be raised up, not knocked at the knees. So I know I'm going to have to set some boundaries about this toxic person. And I'm glad on this one, I am actually glad that I know ahead of time, because there are sometimes we enter into relationships with toxic people we don't know until we are in it. And then what do? Well, you try to take control of yourself first. When you take control of yourself first, then you can figure out what pieces you can actually work on to fix. If there are any fixable pieces, fantastic, work on those. If it's not fixable, you need an exit strategy. So, with that, that's my 2 cents.